The same things that happened to the people in Turkey happened to the people in Syria. But nobody cares. I've been trying to avoid watching the news lately because I get so angry when I see the news about the devastation that was caused with the earthquake in Turkey and Syria. It it was simply horrible. The the footage, the photos that is coming out of that area, I just want to jump in my car and go to that area and help, but I can't. But it made me think about something. How some humans in the eyes of the world is more important than other humans. In our country, we raised over close to 100 million euros for the people in Turkey and nothing for the people in Syria. And that made me think back about the people in Yemen, the people in Palestine, the people in Africa, you name it. If it's not a Western loved country, the politics and the way they respond to how to help people is so crooked. It's so one-sided. It just makes me wonder, why are some humans more important than other humans? Why is it that people in Yemen for years have been starving? The little children, they have nothing to eat. They are basically eating their own fat. Why is it that people in Haiti are eating mud pies? Why is it that people in Syria are struggling on a daily basis to get a loaf of bread? Why does nobody care about those people? Why are some humans more important in the eyes of the world than other humans? What is it that makes it a reality that people that are crossing the ocean from Africa to get to Europe because of wars, because of famine, why is it that they're left to drown in the ocean while we do everything for the people in Ukraine? Our country has open policies for all the refugees from Ukraine, that they get housing, they get shelter, they get money, they get access to jobs, while we let people coming from Africa on little boats trying to get to Europe, we let them drown. We lock them up in camps. We send them through years of processing. We have no sympathy for their plight. And this is not from today. This goes back from years, how the Americans treated the American Indians, how they call them Pocahontas, how they locked them up, they didn't give them justice, they killed them, they locked them away in reservations, they didn't look back for them. How slavery even became an issue, how coming out of slavery, how the African Americans were treated like they were not humans. What is it that make us treat each other like that? I mean, I try not to watch the news because it makes me so angry. You would think that this is something of the past. You know, like when I mentioned how the American Indians were treated, how the slaves were treated, how the African Americans were treated, even today, how the foreigners are treated in Europe. You would think that in 2023, in this century, we would have learned more of our mistakes, of how we treated people in the past, and try to correct that behavior. But it's still going on. Politics freaking sucks. Governments suck. The NGOs, I will never give money to them. They suck. They pick and choose who they want to help, who is more important, and I don't agree with that at all. How can we fix this? I don't know. You know, when I was in my 20s, I thought, you know, there's something that I can do to save the world, to change people, to make this a better planet to be on. It's heartbreaking how we treat each other because of politics, because what is politically correct in the eyes of governments and the eyes of the media, where we leave one group of people to suffer. The same earthquake that happened in Turkey, The same things that happened to the people in Turkey happened to the people in Syria. But nobody cares. The same thing that has happened in Ukraine with bombs falling has been happening to the people in Yemen for years. They have nothing to eat, nowhere to live, and nobody cares. I don't understand, and it angers me why some people are more important than others only because of politicians and what they care about, and if it's geopolitically advantageous to them, if the governments are friendly to them. If the governments aren't friendly to them, they leave the people suffer like they do in Iran. No, they don't care about sanctions as long as the people are suffering. Horrible. Simply horrible. Leave your comments below, guys. Let's connect. Cheers.